Hail viewer, welcome back to Blastermest. Looks a bit different though, huh? Budget increase? Lazy decrease. Took the fat head long enough. Hey, we're each a half of said fat head. Yeah, I'm the head. Take the intros, fat... Lawful's Minion and Awful's opinion at your pleasance. Remember the Wii? No. Well, remember Mickey Mouse? No. Yes. Disney's revenue-raking rodent is oddly a seasoned stranger to the video game world. For what was the original marketable cash cow, he sure doesn't give us gamers all that much milk. He's just a Kingdom Hearts character and we all know it. Decently put, but there was a special time where the OG King of Cartoons made an honest-to-God attempt to stake his own AAA pillar on consoles. A uniquely colorful 3D platformer oddball, Epic Mickey. You even see him in KH? There's your Epic Mickey right there. Yeah, fight for real estate on Mario's turf. Your much cooler spiritual successor. But no, sure. A gimmicky, motion-controlled cash grab spray-painted in angst black? Give me a damn to give. You better give this a damn. This is Sean's episode. Yeah, and you're keeping him waiting. Let's just do it already. Patreon pick today. Going out to our good buddy SmashMart Pro 2000. Hope we deliver, buddy. And hopefully this relic of when Disney actually did things with their mascot does too. Forces of good, legions of bad. Which is more to be had? Opinion or fact? We're on the attack! A huge contrast to what the last few years have depressingly hardwired me to expect, Epic Mickey brings back hard nostalgia of when Disney was not just creative, but innovatively creative. It's mad poignant when one of the only games of theirs to not be a straight adaptation is infinitely more meaningful than those that don't have to invent. Take the hint. The point being, this game's super original. It's low-key one of the best premises I've ever heard for a game. Yen Sid, aka Clever Pun, is bored out of his mind and decides that one evening to paint an otherworldly home for all of Disney's misfit creations to live in peace long forgotten. A la Fantasia, a curious pre-fame and fortune Mickey Mouse sneaks in and plays with the sorcerer's magic tool, accidentally causing a spectacular mess within the magical kingdom. After slapping a band-aid on the problem and going back to his world to live out the fame we know him from, he comes back and finds the forgotten world tainted by a darkness called the Shadow Blot, born from his mishap. Armed with the magic brush, Mickey teams up with his long-lost brother Oswald to patch up ancient spite and jealousy, and to save his wasteland kingdom from the artsy apparition. My God, that title's stupid until you read the story. Then it's flat out gospel. What a fantastic concept. They fill this world with not only old, obscure art from Disney's gigantic history, but even unused concepts. The gremlins in this are from a scrapped Disney flick from the 40s. Many of the bystanders look like original rough sketches of iconic Mickey characters. In fact, I'm pretty sure they are. The sectors in the wasteland are dark, gritty mirrors of iconic Disney park attractions. The level transitions are within old Mickey cartoons. Some major enemies are from the OG shorts. This is amazing. Where did this Disney go? I'm pissed that this is gone now. Just, oh, applause. Bravo! Just imagine if there was a Nintendo version of this. My dick hurts. The camera fellatios infant bunnies. Hey, what are you doing? That's off script. Old method's boring. Alternating tones every pass is way more exciting than keeping the colors apart. And you call me the bad one. Why bother? You know I always win anyway. We'll see about that, blue balls. You know what ain't epic about Mickey? The camera that follows him, or tries to, or no! It doesn't! It's as if the beta state of the Mario 64 camera took up foreboding statue yoga. Cause on top of actually being slow to actually follow you, there are tons of level chunks that simply don't allow recentering, forcing you to shimmy through a fixed angle pointing away from the points of interest. It's so disorienting. Don't jump on elevated platforms unless you're horny for vertigo. And it's one of my least favorite cameras ever, since it gets in the way of the best part of the gameplay. You know, thanks for making filling in and deleting terrain so fun. Mind letting me see it? Another thing I can admire is the gameplay, specifically the spectacular concepts. With a name as cool as Warren Spector, maybe that's just the packaged deal. Like many a Wii game, epic gimmicky, well, yeah. There's the story. It's a gallery of gimmicks, but those on display are indeed epic. Sort of a what if on Mario Sunshine and Bowser Jr.'s magic brush. The sorcerer's apprentice himself wields wondrous magic with his master's dream drawer, using either paint or thinner to fill in or delete chunks of terrain, scenery, or even to befriend or destroy enemies and bosses to impact which of the two ink pools you expand. Not only is that wildly unique, it's incredibly stimulating, especially in regards to color terraforming. I love filling out missing bits of level with paint and watching it all complete the picture. Even if I've just passed through the area and already seen what it looks like. I must color! So compulsive. It makes me feel like a kid in elementary school again. All the blank voids and those sad outlines. Behold again, Mr. Stegosaurus and Mrs. Houseroof. I am an artist! Pretty sure I'm gonna get a lecture on that's just how Mickey be. But my god! He fights like a butthurt toddler. As in, yeah, there's a visual attempt, but all it is awkward bluff punches until they conveniently trip over their shoelace. The mouse doesn't fight squat. He spins via Mario Galaxy lawsuit to harmlessly shove them aside, or just awkwardly splooge them with paint to make them your homie, or just dissolve them with your thinner. Sounds cool, but once you see how slow and costly it is for even single tiny enemies, you accept that the combat just sucks. It's awkward, clunky, nowhere near intuitive, and it makes enemy encounters bland and annoying in all the wrong ways. Oh, and yeah, you can just avoid them. Check that box! I didn't really expect this game to be funny or honestly that charming rolling on in at all. Yeah, edgy Mickey, tell me, what's your favorite Linkin Park album? The one where he bleeds, right? No, in spite of the dreary plot, it's as lighthearted and clever as any golden Mickey tune. Sticking to quaint text and wonderful pastel cutscenes, the words exchanged bring about nice smiles and yes, laughs. Frickin' Gus. Not to mention, the godlike premise allows for so many detailed quirks of the mouse's past. I can't tell you how happy I was to see the lonesome ghosts in this game. By far my favorite of the shorts. Haha, it's a Wii game. Can't you tell? You expect a gaping anus like this to get shoveled software that ain't soft at all, so people are just gonna take optimization as fortune cookie advice. Look, I can stare at 30 FPS and not vomit on a good day, but all the barf bags sweat bullets the second I see dips. Yep, inconsistent low-end frame rate. It's just not pretty. And although most of the game keeps steady, it really doesn't like enemy interactions and the buckets of paint shot out. Me neither. I'll attest that, although they're pretty strange, the bosses are a fun fight. I felt they really played well into the love or kill morality thing, showing them mercy or none at all. True, this isn't Fable or anything, but it's interesting to see unfold for a 3D platformer especially. Big fan of the Clock Tower and Peatronic battles in particular. It feels good seeing the impact of your choices on them, and the design of the Clock Tower is just awesome. Very unique for this genre. My worse half may have sold you on the gritty tone and high concept story, but I'm not about to tell you that that coat of dirt's all advantageous. Epic Mickey has a real lack of visual variety. Most of it's just dark and yucky for the sake of being dark and yucky. That's the point, it's literally the cartoon ghetto. Doesn't make it fun for the eyes. And you know, both the opening and ending cutscenes, actually all the cutscenes, have stylized vibrance that's nowhere else in the game. That looked cool. Why not share some? This just makes me feel like I'm wearing shades in a house. What tool wears shades in the house? While not every drip of the dark tone and imagery work for me, the music definitely plays to the strengths it bench presses. I don't know what exactly made the clicking sound, but listening to the darkness alongside happy-go-lucky Mickey really works. It's sort of a beautiful contrast in that, yes, there are tense, gritty flicks to the vibe, but there's also the whimsical half that I expect out of Disney's revenue rat. I really enjoy the cinematic pieces, the opening especially. Everything with the blot is awesome, Oswald's theme is an insanely pleasant listen, and the jungles are bumpin'. When it wants to sound serious and dramatic, it's surprisingly very good at it, and that's very impressive given how clean this mouse is trained to squeak. It's understandable for Mickey to have Mario envy. I mean, he's better him. But man, Mick, why you gotta also have generic video game hero envy? I swear on my life, I have never seen a more token setup in a 3D platformer than an Epic Mickey. Help this person, help that person. All of them can literally let you through. But no, I'm emotionally traumatized without this PNG of my bag. There are so many pointless tasks in this game, and they do a miserable job hiding the uselessness of the NPCs. It's so draining. I get I'm supposed to shine light on this depressing place, but you can make it fun, Disney. I know y'all played Twilight Princess. By all means, it's my sworn duty to point out, as a huge Disney fan of their art, their actual art, there are buckets of fun Easter eggs and callbacks to countless Disney media. It's ridiculous trying to keep track of it all, and it gets you in such a good mood once you catch the real clinchers. Specifically, Mickey Junk Mountain is wow! What a great self-deprecating, kind of depressing way of celebrating Mickey's obscure chapters in history. Man, I love it! Got a plate of petty spaghetti here, and you will eat it. I dislike a handful of these missions, but nothing like that stupid crap with the pirate and the flowers. Dude, talk to her. Give me that stupid item, you brave swashbuckler. Can you pick me some flowers, please? Back in Oztown? 2 portals away? Get your stupid flowers. If they could show themselves. Who has grass and no flowers in it? I don't see anything. I gotta do that? Are you serious? Drop under the grass to get the flower? What are you laughing at? Thinner's a thing, you know. Use the mechanic. They made painting fun! Why would I be boring? Rot in hell, flowers! This was a journey, I tell you what. Epic Mickey is enchanting emotions incarnate, voyaging back to the dawn of Disney West with the most prim and proper face to enchant what needs enchanting. Ungodly endearing for just how much it tried to make the mouse magical again. Makes me very happy, but also sad. Sad that Disney no longer thinks like this. Sad that they still don't innovate with their mascot. Sad that this game isn't better. Several parts of me wished the proposed movie pitch for it saw the green light. Because while I adore its ideas and spirit, Epic Mickey's only an okay play. An only partially fleshed out gimmick, lots of nice cookie cutter architecture. Poor thing was so close. I feel the true potential was prime for the big screen, not the boob tube and Wii remote. Feels like it really needed that extra time and polish to become that AAA killer app it definitely deserved to be. As is, very happy for the experience, but I'll be admiring the memories from a shelf's distance. Thanks, pal. Speaking of pals, Sean, what you gotta say on Epic Mickey?
Hello everyone, I am SmashMart Pro 3000, and I've been asked by Fawful's Minion to talk about Epic Mickey. I really love this game for a variety of reasons. One of them being, I love this game's take on Mickey and the characters in the world. Seeing a Mickey who lives with regret for what he had done throughout the game, I thought was great character development. And seeing Oswald and how he's dealt with the fame of Mickey and how he resents him for basically being the first character left behind because of Mickey becoming famous, I think that's a real cool concept. And I love that this whole game takes place in an evil, rundown version of Disneyland, because where you see like rides all over the place and you're like, oh hey, I recognize that. It's like, oh, it's so cool. As for stuff I didn't like, the camera is just abysmal. If you played the game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's atrocious. It gets stuck on stuff and it really is just annoying to deal with. For other things that annoyed me about the game, you can't really go back to areas you went to unless the game says, oh yeah, you can go here now, and it doesn't even tell you can't go back to these areas later on. So if you didn't fulfill a side quest, well, get ready to have egg on your face when you say, oh, I didn't complete that side quest, especially if it's a quest required for the good ending. And speaking of choices, I wish that the impact of what you do with the paint and thinner had more impact on the story as a whole. Sure, how you kill the bosses will give you paint or thinner, so that's one thing, but it really doesn't impact the plot outside of the ending. It's still the same, just with these, oh, you did good here, you did bad here. Other than that, I really love this game, and I'm so thankful we got to play it, Fawful. And with that, I'm out. See y'all on the flip side.
Good form. Thanks for being patient with me, man. This has been Blessed or Messed, and I trust you, the best of the best, to know the rest. And now, give it up for the high-tier patrons. Panther J, Tubazo 1989, Diamond Ice, Skellington 977, Mathtron 5000, Goldsbro TSG, Thomas Drury, Lucario Smash 246, God Falking Dammit, Alfredo Jones, Love, Sephi 90, Zero Z, Jake Arnstom, Morgan Arvite, Evie Girl 16, BF Rio, John the Pink, Renaku, Lord of Shadow, Cortamanch 437, Azazel the Undying, Cody Thomas, Peter Shepard, Christopher, GTY 200, Belkin, Michael Boyd, Steve, Masao, Exaox, put 9V in Smash Bros please, Arctic Kaiju, Wonderstar, Burn 100B, Patrick Sandlin, Maze Arcana, Jinxiest, Kyle Wee 21, Ray the Snivy, Douglas Jenkins, Blue 9999, Eddie Toxpin, Nathaniel Sterling, Dova Shakan, Alan, Charles Meeker II, Fencer de Rio, Roberto del Fuego, Shiro THR, Troubled Trombone, A4X Guy, Josie Bard, Anna G. Rowley, BZ Soul, Emerald Dash 192, K-Dog, Crocodile King 25, Zay Zandaler, Alexander Gradesh, Philip Cross, The Bonding Traveler, Shade 2800, Sonic Septile Warrior, Solitaire Seamus, Grandmaster Augustus, and Dementio the Master Showman. May we meet again!